Hello, welcome to episode 3 of this Watford beta save. Today we're going to be playing Liverpool and Tottenham. Let's check out what's happened since the last episode. Last time around we played Wolves and we lost 4-3 after being 3-0 up. Sending off to Kutka really cost us. Since then, we have played 5 and won 4 of them. We followed up our 4-3 defeat with a 4-3 win. Josh King getting a hat-trick. Michael Quayson's the other goal scorer in that one. Bottom of the league at the time, Southampton. Up next, we won 2-1 thanks to a late penalty that Emmanuel Dennis converted. We were actually really good in this one and probably should have already had it wrapped up before then. We then got absolutely destroyed by Brighton at the Amex. Lewis Dunk and Connolly scored within 3 minutes of each other, and it could have been a lot more and a lot worse, to be honest. We then followed that up with probably our best performance of the season, a 3-0 win at Leeds. Josh King again on the score sheet with 2. Ismail Assar got another. Really good. It was actually a really close game statistically, but took our chances really well. We then scraped a 3-2 win against Crystal Palace. Again, they're bottom of the league at the time. João Pedro getting a couple, Josh King scoring again. So we now have 4 really tricky fixtures with Liverpool, Tottenham, Man U and Chelsea. I put a poll on Twitter to do Liverpool, Tottenham, Man U, Chelsea, Brentford, Villa, and Liverpool, Tottenham's won, so this is what we're going to do today. Liverpool currently sit top of the league, having lost only once this season so far, as a 1-0 defeat away at Arsenal. Tottenham having a pretty poor year themselves, standing 11th. I think out of these run of 4 games, the Tottenham one probably poses the best chance to get 3 points, or at least a draw if we can. As you can see here, we're on an A because the really good run has us in 7th. I'm sure after the next 4 games, that's probably going to go down. Okay, so we're already on game day. We're actually at full strength with no injury problems at the minute. So we're going to like Livakovic in goal, Torre and Rose either side at fullback. Troost-Ekong and N'Koulou has actually come in recent games and played really well in this recent run we've been on, so he's going to keep his place. Kutka's going to stay in at halfback. He's actually had some good performances himself recently. Sissoko and Quayson's have been really good in there, so they're going to keep their place. And then it will be João Pedro on the left, Sarr on the right, with Josh King, who has been banging them in for fun at the minute, through the middle. We get underway then at Anfield. Again, much like Manchester City, this is just a free hit for us. Obviously, we won that game. Just quickly running through the Liverpool team for those that are interested. Alisson's in goal. Gomez is in at right back. I think they have an injury to Trent. Matip and Van Dijk in the middle. Robertson out on the left. Henderson's in the DM with Brozovic, who is a summer signing, and Keita in centre. And then it's that famous front three of Mane, Firmino and Salah up front. Liverpool build from the back with Gomez with a lot of space down this side. I'm not sure where João Pedro is. All the way back to Matip, Gomez again. João Pedro has now actually gone out to meet him, which is nice. Van Dijk, Keita with a bit of room. Finds Mane. Oh, he's put it wide. Wow. Really thought that was going to be the 1-0 Liverpool. Van Dijk collects an easy ball that Livakovic just launched too far and brings it out. Gomez has so much space down here. I think we're probably going to have to stick João Pedro on us to actually mark him. Mane's in the middle. It's another chance for Liverpool. Rose is already on a card. That's concerning. Henderson with all the time in the world. Brozovic lines one up over the bar. Gomez now taking it from the left, which is interesting. And João Pedro cuts it out. Now, can we build? Can we counter? Ekong finds Rose. Is able to bring it forward. Swoops one to King. Touches it down. Ismail Assar now. Touch looked heavy, but he keeps it. Can we work something? Sissoko. Quayson's going to get another go at it. Oh, and he went all the way through and fired it over. That's a terrible finish. Going to be a free kick on the edge, isn't it? Oh, it's not. That's actually further out. Van Dijk stepping over it. Livakovic saves it well. Wow. Wouldn't have had Van Dijk down as a free kick take. Robertson to deliver the corner from it. Matip just missed the ball. I thought somebody had pushed him the way that was going. I thought that was going to be a VAR check. Start with Rose now. Ekong. We've seen a bit of the ball at least in this first half. I was kind of just expecting the Liverpool wave of attack to continue, but N'Koulou just stood still. That's weird. Torre, bit of room. Is he going to go forward? Everyone looks like they're jogging. Nobody looks like we're actually sprinting when we get the ball. Fired into King, who does well to take it away, honestly. I don't know. Everybody's just firing at chest height to King. All the way back to Livakovic, who fires long. I think that's going to end up at Gomez. Yeah, it is. And now Liverpool get the chance to build themselves from the back. Alisson, Matip, Brozovic, Keita. I think this smells trouble. Oh, Brozovic is in. Oh, it's an easy save. Livakovic kicks long. I should probably take it off. King somehow just beat Van Dijk in the air. Not that it matters. Mane now comes away for Liverpool. Goes all the way back to Van Dijk. Across to Matip. Liverpool are building from the back so nicely here. Pops it through to Firmino. We get a good block in. N'Koulou clears. Only as far as Gomez. Salah now. He's not so much a Salah in this first 28 minutes. Give me another free kick. Liverpool dangerous position. Robertson to deliver. Matip's free at the back post. And Salah taps in. Offside. Lino. VAR. Somebody. Oh, it stands. Liverpool take the lead through Mo Salah. That's a shame. I think if we can avoid a heavy defeat here, Brozovic is just in acres on his own. Good save, Livakovic. I think if we can avoid a heavy defeat here, it will give us something to take into the Tottenham game. I just don't want to lose 3-4, 5-0. Robertson swings it in. Akon head is clear. Only as far as Salah, who's just got that whole side to run into. Salah does really well and nicks it. Now can we break? We've definitely got the speed to do so. It's a great tackle from Henderson. Can't get anything going forward. Making a half-time 1-0 down. Salah giving Liverpool the lead in the 32nd minute. We have been battered. Liverpool have actually racked up a 2.13 XG, 21 shots, only 6 on target. We're doing well at blocking them, but yeah, if we lose 1-0, I'd probably be quite happy with it. Liverpool gets back underway then. We made one change at half-time. Manuel Dennis has come on for João Pedro, who was just tired, probably just from chasing Gomez down that right-hand side. We get to the hour mark. Nothing's happened. Just going to Cook has not planned well, so I think we'll get Tufan on. We'll probably take off Danny Rose, who doesn't get sent off, and bring on Messina. Deep in our own half, 70th minute now. Messina into Tufan, the two subs combine. There's lots of space. It just never seems like our players are sprinting into it. They're just sort of jogging. Messina to Akon. Dennis. Oh, it's a risky pass. Sissoko gets there. King collects. Can he burst away? Should be quicker than these. Gets a shot off, but it's blocked, and Milner's going to collect it. And Milner's just able to carry it out into the middle of the park before anybody engages. Incredible. Salah now, one-on-one with Messina is very scary. Henderson on the right. Finds Salah. Cuts it back, blocked again. Oh, don't. Oh, wow. You know when them FM moments happen, just know it's going to end in a silly goal. I don't know who it is at clearance, but hits somebody's head. Akon hits it against, I think, Curtis Jones. Chamberlain's finish is incredible, but yeah. That's annoying. 2-0 Liverpool. Time's ticking away now, only a minute to play. One more chance for Liverpool. As Milner fires it into the top corner. Wow. Replay again. Salah just... It's so easy. We're not engaged at all. Milner's just on his own. It's a great finish. Well, that's over. We move on from that one. We'd have to play him again until the end of the year now, at least. Leeds beat Newcastle 4-0. Which will actually see them drop down. I think Newcastle were about 5th before that one. We dropped down to 9th. And Man United beat Southampton 3-0, leaving Southampton firmly in the relegation zone. So just looking at the match momentum of the last game, you can see just how bad it was for us. Didn't do anything until the very end of the game, and even then, that's when Liverpool got their third. So at the Sunday now, Tottenham have just beaten Crystal Palace 3-0. We actually play on the Wednesday, so maybe some tired legs for Tottenham, but they come into it on a much better result than us. Okay, so some good news after the Liverpool game. Just before kickoff, I asked if we could increase the transfer budget because our finances are really healthy, which means in January we can look to strengthen and hopefully build on this really good start we've had to the season. Okay, quick turnaround for the players, only a few days since the last game. Musa Sissoko is suspended for this one, so Kutka's going to move into the ball-winning role. Tufan comes in at half-back. The only other change we've made is Francisco at centre-half. Okay, here we go. I was going to run you through their team, but there's a chance in the first 40 seconds, which is very concerning. Kane down the right, Ndombele now. Lo Celso on the edge. Kane. Oh, wow. Harry Kane scores an absolute worldie a minute into the game on his left foot. He just gets it and he actually takes it away from goal and then just spins on it and fires it into the top corner. That is a ridiculous finish. It's actually a three back for Tottenham. I guess with Nuno in charge, that's probably what his preferred formation is. Lloris in goal, Luis Felipe, Romero, Dias back three, Reguilon, Emerson Royale either side. Lo Celso and Ndombele is actually very interesting. I've seen a few people play against Spurs this year and they always seem to have Højbjerg and Winks in there. So perhaps because they played a few days ago, they've brought these in as a rotation option, but these two seem a much more creative force than Højbjerg and Winks. And then moving forward, it's Lucas, Kane and Son. Deep free kick for ourselves now, Francisco, with Tufan just in there, sitting in that half-back role. Into Kutka. Sarr, can he work something? He goes past Reguilon really well. Oh, there was an overload then, but he's chose to go on his own. Now he does go back to Torre. He's going to get a delivery and João Pedro's at the back post, wins his header, it's over the bar. Always a tough header to try and convert. Tottenham putting themselves up to 6th with this lead at the minute. Okay, we made it to half-time. We've actually not done that badly. Goal early on has killed us a bit, but Tottenham aren't doing much when they have it. They're having a lot more of the ball than us, but I don't know if we've got enough in us to make any changes to turn this game around, to be honest. A corner early for us in this half. Quaison whips it in. Francisco's there! Near post corners are the one. We score within 50 seconds of this restart. It's a really good cross in. Whipped so well. Francisco just rose above Dyer and everyone else in there. Watford back in it. And Tottenham might have a chance instantly afterwards. Son, Lo Celso, Reguilon. Tufan does well, goes back to Lo Celso. That's got to be cleared. Akon does clear it. Emerson's going to recycle it. Emerson charging down the right, still from the same move. Son's at the back post. It's going to go to VAR. I don't know what Livakovic's done. I'm more surprised at how bad the goalkeeping is. I didn't actually think he was offside. I think this will probably be given. Yeah, that's not surprising. I just want to see a replay of what Livakovic does here. Emerson charges down the right. It's a good ball back. I don't think Son should ever win that header. And Livakovic just... He dives the wrong way, but leaves his hand... yeah, not great goalkeeping. Tottenham coming forward again. Kane, really good pass to Lucas, who heads it, very surprisingly. Can we build something ourselves now? Akon into Rose. We move it forward. It's a great ball out to Sarr. A back's hard to play against anyone in this league. And Reguilon gets a good block in and is able to clear. Francisco meets it well, having a good game. Quaisance now, can he find a pass? João Pedro. Oh, he can't get it across and Romero clears. We come again. We're a lot more in this one than we were against Liverpool. I don't think we had a shot on target against Liverpool. Torre delivers one deep. João Pedro wins it, and it's over again from João Pedro. An hour in, I'm going to look to make some changes. Malasar's not playing well and is tired. King is also not playing well. I think under the double, I'm going to get Dennis on, and we're going to get Petkovic on, who has not seen a lot of football recently. Play him as deep line forward on support, and then move Pedro onto attack. Hopefully they can make some changes for us going forward. Another corner, near post, perhaps. Quaisance. Francisco again. Oh, I actually met it. Torre brings it out of the defence for us, finds Petkovic. Drops it back to Quaisance, who fires the ball forward. Pedro now. We're causing them a lot of problems out wide. Quaisance now lines one up, blocked. Kutka, Tufan. There's so much space outside. Kutka's probably just scored the goal of the season. Wow, what a finish. Off the underside of the crossbar. Quaisance line one's up. Never looked like it was going to be anything other than blocked. Kutka finds Tufan. He's just in a bit of space and absolutely unleashes one off the crossbar. That's ridiculous. 2-2. And there's a kick-off highlight and I'm scared. Back to Dyer, Romero, Lo Celso. Don't do it to me again. Don't let us score that goal and then let them score immediately. Son's in. Oh boy. Oh, good save, Livakovic. Absolutely rifled by Son as well. Free kick deep into Tottenham half here. Torre into Kutka. Quaisance, Petkovic, Pedro. Petkovic scores his first goal for the club. Come on! That's a really nice move. As we see it again, Torre fires into Kutka. Quaisance has all sorts of space. Petkovic, Pedro, little 1-2. First time finish. Lloris gets hands on it. Probably should do better, but we'll take that. 3-2 Watford. There's a lot of highlights and I'm a bit concerned. 68 minutes now. Petkovic around the corner to Pedro again. If we get a fourth, I would say it's done, but I also don't know if that's true. Torre collects. Tottenham deal with the first cross. That's deep. João Pedro wins it and heads it to Rose against his former club. Yes! And he celebrates. Love it, you. Danny Rose gets his first goal of the season. I cannot believe it, honestly. We are 4-2 up against Tottenham. What a performance. This cross from Torre is so deep. The fact that he heads this backwards is weird as well. I don't know who Rose has just gone past. It's Lucas Moura. Rose goes past. Lloris questionable again. 76th minute now. Reguilon coming down the left. Tottenham get a goal back is going to make for a very scary end to this game. Brian Hill's in. Oh, Livakovic saves well again. Time has gone here. And it's a 4-2 win for Watford. Wow. I don't know what to say. And we've got Nuno Espirito Santo sacked. As a Spurs fan, that feels very weird. Okay, so I thought I'd take a look at the match momentum after the Tottenham game because we made some changes at half-time where we stopped going direct and we actually played the ball shorter but played at a higher tempo. We also raised our offensive line to try and win the ball back higher up the pitch because I felt like we were just sat too deep and letting Tottenham do it. We obviously played a much better second half, but we actually didn't gain too much momentum. We had a good end to the first half, didn't do anything with it, and then it was still mostly Tottenham, but what a result. Okay, so we're going to wrap things up there. Disappointing defeat to Liverpool, but almost expected, and a crazy game against Tottenham, and a 4-2 win. If you're enjoying the series, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe if you're new around here. Next time around, I'm going to come back with the Norwich game on the 1st of January. We started the season against Norwich. I think it makes sense to play them, and we'll come with the FA Cup third round as well. Thanks for watching, see you next time.